Hello, we are Lara, Álvaro, Dunia, and Mario, and today we are going to talk about the respiratory system. Lara and I are going to talk about how the lungs expel and brings in the air, and then Álvaro, Dunia, and Mario are going to talk about the gas exchange. Lara is going to say how the lungs and the respiratory system work.
You usually breathe 12 to 20 times per minute, day after day, thanks to our respiratory system. Our lungs expand and contract, supplying life-sustaining oxygen to our body and removing from it a waste product called carbon dioxide. Breathing starts at the nose and mouth. You inhale air into our nose or mouth, then the air travels down the pharynx and trachea, to reach bronchioles. To reach bronchioles, bronchioles too. The bronchioles too divide into the bronchiole. The bronchiole end in tiny balloon-like air sacs called alveoli. Our body has over 300 million of them. In the alveoli, the oxygen passes through the alveoli walls and into the blood. And now Marta is explaining the inhalation and exhalation.
Inhalation and exhalation are the processes by which the body brings in oxygen and expels carbon dioxide. This process is aided by a large dome-shaped muscle under the lungs called the diaphragm. When you breathe in, the diaphragm contracts downwards, creating a vacuum that causes a rush of fresh air into the lungs. The external intercostal muscle contracts, pushing the ribs up and out. This increases the volume of the thorax, the lungs, and the volume of the alveoli too. The opposite occurs with the exhalation, where the diaphragm contracts, the diaphragm relaxes, pushing on the lungs, supplying the ribs to form. The external intercostal muscle relax also, and it's push the ribs to form. And this decreases the volume of the thorax and the lungs and the alveoli. Now Lara is going to talk about an disease that we could have.
I'm going to talk about pneumonia. Pneumonia is a disease of the respiratory system that consists an inflammation of the alveoli or space of the lungs. It can cause that lungs look red, swollen, and it becomes painful. The symptoms normally are coughing, fever, chills with tremors, and difficulty breathing. In the research, you have some course and preventions that can be good to know them. And now Marta is going to explain the modern one.
Our model represents the respiratory system, the lungs that are the pink balloons, and the diaphragm that is this. With this, you can see if you pull the diaphragm, the lungs inflate and deflate.
Spontaneously.
Yes. And this is the movement that do the diaphragm and the lungs where we breathe.
Now we are going to talk about the gas exchange. Álvaro is going to start.
What is gas exchange? Gas exchange is the provision of the lungs, the bloodstream, and the elimination of carbon dioxide from the bloodstream to the lungs. This takes place in the lungs between the alveoli and a network of small blood vessels called capillaries, which are located in the walls of the alveoli. What happens? The air enters the body first through the mouth and nose, moves rapidly through the pharynx, the throat, moves to larynx, that enters the trachea, which is divided in right and left bronchi, in bronchioles. Bronchioles end it in alveoli, which inflate and deflate.
Diffusion. Diffusion is the exchange of gases through the alveolar-capillary barrier in the lungs. Pulmonary diffusion allows two functions. First is provide oxygen to the blood to restore the oxygen that has been exhausted at the level of the tissues and which is used for aerobic metabolism. Secondly, it removes the carbon dioxide that produced as metabolite of metabolism and which is transported in the venous blood.
And now I'm going to talk about the exchange of gases in the lungs. It is performed due to the different concentration of gases that exist between the exterior and the interior of the alveoli. Therefore, the oxygen within the alveoli and the carbon dioxide passes to the dead space, respiratory passages. Then is the exchange of gases between the alveoli air and the blood. When the blood reaches the lungs, has a high very content of carbon dioxide and a little content of oxygen. This oxygen is diffused through the alveoli wall, and the capillaries into the blood. There it is transported by the hemoglobin located in the red blood cells to take it and passes to the cells of the body, where by the same process of diffusion it will passes to the interior of the alveoli for its later use. Now we are going to talk about the disease of the respiratory system. Respiration consists in taking in oxygen and get rid carbon dioxide. Asthma is a lung disease. It is a chronic inflammation of the lungs. Symptoms: cough and complication with treatment. You have, when you see that you have the symptoms, you have to go to the doctor because it will be it is a chronic disease and is a very
Serious disease?
serious disease.
The treatment of asthma depends on the severity of the symptoms. and should be flexible since the severity of the symptoms can change with the passage of time. For example, some asthmatics only may require treatment during the pollination season. The treatment of asthma should be done following a ladder guide to get a good control of asthma and which maintains the lung function or as best as possible. Prevention of asthma. Asthma can be prevention at the present, but however you can take steps to get to control the disease. Learn about asthma, use the medicine as prescribed by your doctor, identify and try to avoid things that worsen asthma. Be aware of your asthma symptoms and the degree of control the disease in, and get regular checkups for asthma. If you want to know more details on how to prevent symptoms and asthma attacks, check our website www.respiratoryclinics.com. Thanks for your attention. I hope you like it.